Well, this is my little 80% from Stealth Arms, 1911 and 9mm, the Commander length frame. I just completed it. I don't know if it's I haven't test fired it, so we'll find out. But and I was trying to make the grip safety, so if you just touch it, that's all you need. Actually, I don't really have a grip safety. I filed it down a little too much. But the thing is, you can see right now, if you don't have the grip safety on, boop. But the real safety, the grip safety is actually something that was added by the Army. The Army said to John Browning, we want a grip safety. John Browning never designed his weapon with a grip safety. But see, works just fine if you gotta push it all the way down to disengage it. So locked and cocked, it works fine. I might actually carry it hammer down, because you can still got a one-hand operation to pull the hammer back, but then again, maybe not. Everything works on it. The slide stop, this is an 8-round magazine, so it's 8 plus 1, so it's 9 rounds, and it's fairly, I compared it to my Colt. I have one with the government slide and one with the Commander slide, and it's steel frame. This one is a lot lighter. This slide is probably steel. I don't think it's stainless steel. I'll probably have to paint that. I'm probably not going to paint this. This is just plain aluminum. I don't know. It was bead blasted. I'm thinking, why the hell even paint it? I mean, really, is it going to get screwed up? It's probably far more it definitely is far more durable than bluing. So, and I'm not a GQ person. I mean, if I just get some, that 2-part door coat stuff. If I got some left over in the can, I'll just get the slide. But first, I'm going to test fire it. I put the Novak sights on it. I don't know if I gotta probably I'll do a bore scope sight with that. What do you call it? The bore laser sight. I'll do that and make sure the sights are fairly decent. It seems like it's got pretty good parts in it. And now here's the thing. Is this worth doing? When I was putting it together, I'll tell you the truth, what I was thinking, boy, this was stupid. Why the heck did I not just go out and buy one, for crying out loud? Because, this whole kit, I think it's around $1,000. And then you have the jig, I think it's $175, something like that, right? So, I mean, you could buy a pretty good 1911 for $1,000, but this does have good parts in it. It's not a lower-end 1911. I don't know what parts exactly all the parts are, but I know some of the parts are definitely. I think the barrels are really high quality, and obviously the grips and the sights are. I think all the parts on this are maybe not the very top of the line like a $3,000 1911, but it's comparable to what you get for $1,000, except you got to put it together. But here's the thing where I thought it was good to do this, because I never put one of these together. I mean, I had one of these for many years, and I only field stripped it. But it was cool learning how all the parts are. So if you have a broken extractor, like I know where that is and how to take that out, like I know all the little parts on it. That's really why I kind of got this kit. I could have got a frame, but you know what? This 9mm Commander version, you don't have to cut the barrel seat. You only got to cut the rails and do the 2 holes. And you do need a drill press to do the 2 holes. I got that on another channel with the talking about cutting for the slide. But yeah, it's cool. Everything on it's good to go, man. This is I might get and the only thing I'm going to carry with this is what I'm going to do is test fire with like ball ammunition, like Remington white box. Nothing like real. Well, let me put it this way: everything's deadly. But the thing is, I'm not going to take any kind of hollow points or nothing with me. It's just going to be plain old ball. It's all they had in the military, for crying out loud. And if it functions good with a bunch of rounds going through with ball ammunition, I'm just going to use that stuff. It's cheap to shoot. It's still not weak. And I'm not going into combat or anything like that. I think this is a great concealed carry gun, because you got this, you can pull this back ambidextrously, and I'm happy that I was going to have this, so I could just touch this just a little bit, but I must have just overdid it. I thought I had it where I just touched it, but I must have just overdid it, because when I install this, it's like, forget it. If I don't put nothing on the grip safety. Whoops. Caught some cloth here. You see, that's one of the problems you got with guns too, right? If you got this in your pocket or something, you're like, you caught you on a cloth. But, yeah. But that's fine, because I personally, on my other Colt that I've had for 8 million years, I got this grip safety tied down like this with leather thong, whatever they call those things, straps, and shoelace things, whatever the hell they call them. So, you know, and it comes with this case. It's not like a real high quality case, but it works great. You put the thing in there like that. So, and it's I guess you could put a lock on it too. If you just put a lock around here, right? You know, it's got the egg crate. I mean, the case works fine. I mean, it's not real super. There's nothing really wrong with it, but I'm just saying, not saying it might look better. It's not really flimsy, but you know, on camera it might look better than it actually is. But it's not bad. I mean, for function, it's absolutely fine. You know, and this isn't going to break either. This hinge. So this case would freaking last umpteen years anyway. So pretty good. And you know, if you want to know how to put it together, just go to the Stealth Arms 1911 site. I'm not going to do a video on putting the parts in it, because this thing was a pain in the ass to put together, to tell you the truth. You know that? Because it's the first time. The next time I do this, I don't think it's going to be such a big deal. I might do one next year, maybe. Depends. Personally, yeah, this thing might be all right. We'll see how it shoots, though. If it shoots really good, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff they tell you on the there's a video from Stealth Arms on their website and YouTube. And it tells you how to put this together. So I was like looking at the video real carefully. You could stop and, you know, and I never, like I said, I only field stripped them. I never took them all apart. Like, I think, yeah, it wouldn't have been hard to figure out the extractor and some of the parts, but some of the, I guess the hardest thing is those 3 little parts that go in here. There's 2 little parts that go in here for the Series 80 series. That's like behind this. Have it going up this way. Put those in here, man. Don't try to stall it this way or something. You got to have it up like that, and you shine a strong light in there. But actually, if I did this again, this would be easy. The first time, I'm like, what the hell is he showing me here? And I was like looking at that video. But I'm happy I did this. It doesn't save me any money. But, you know, I look at it like this. There's nothing wrong with a 1911 45. I mean, there's people that, you know, okay, I agree that if you're going to be in the military, you want to go with like a 17-round Beretta M9 or something, whatever the hell they got, right? To me, that would be the best one. I like that one. I like the 45 too, and you can get 45s with a little more capacity, and I like them a lot. They're not a bad choice at all, even for the military. But there's stuff that is a little bit better for the military today. But for concealed carry, this is one of the best ones. It's not real heavy. It's got enough rounds. It's got 8+1. The 9mm is good enough. Freaking 380 is good enough, for crying out loud. 9mm is very popular. This is pretty thin because it's a single stack magazine. And like I said, the real beauty of this, doing this yourself like this, is that, you know, we'll see how this shoots, though. If this thing shoots like my other one, man, God, with ball ammo, or really any ammo, but I never seen it jam once with ball ammo in that other 1911 I have. I don't remember all the thousands of rounds I put through it. If this thing runs like that, great. I'll probably just get one more of these magazines from Stealth Arms. They got magazines that work very well with these things. And again, the beauty of the 9mm Commander one, I don't know if it's the 9mm full size one, but the 9mm Commander one is that you don't need to cut the barrel seat. That's a whole other bunch of garbage you don't want to mess around with. And like I said, the first time I was putting this thing together with these little parts, I was like, why the hell did I start doing it? Why did I do this? That's what I was thinking. But then, you know, as I learned it, now that I think back at it, I could put one of these together no problem now. And that's the real reason you want to get one of these kits, because, you know, you can have this in 9mm, you can have it in 45. I think there's a 22 thing they got for these, you know, not from Stealth Arms, but something else that you can make them into 22s. I want to keep, you know, it's like 3 different guns that's the same parts. And they work fine, you know. And they do have a 9-round magazine for this thing. I don't know if it sticks out like a 1/4 inch or something. So you got 9 plus 1. That's actually plenty, really. Especially if you're carrying another 9-round magazine with you. That's really plenty. You know, law enforcement, military, concealed carry, they're all different things. You know what I mean? Target practice, they're all different things. So for concealed carry, this is a more than adequate weapon. As long as we test it out at the range and make sure it works and we sight it in. But if, you know, if everything's working out with it and it's reliable, and I'm just going to carry ball ammo, somebody will say, hey, you don't do that. I'll probably carry it hammer down. Because, not that I care about the grip safety be having a problem, but, you know, the hammer down is like, that's your safety. You know? You know what I mean? Hammer down is your safety. You can still get it ready with one hand. Carrying it without a round in the chamber, it would not be smart to do, because then you're basically carrying an unloaded gun. Then you need 2 hands to freaking get the thing ready. With hammer down, that's no different than carrying an old Colt 6-shooter single action, right? That's no different than that. That's what you had to do with those, right? You had to pull the hammer back, right? The hell's wrong with that, right? So, yeah, this looks pretty good. And a hammer it's not. I got the spur hammer in the other one. This one's like, you know, it's not going to catch on nothing. It's got this big beaver tail thing on here, so you're not going to get the. I never really had the slide bite with the other one either, but I personally hate having this grip safety, because if you don't grip this thing exactly right, it doesn't work. So I always tied mine down. So this one is actually not functioning, so that's the way I wanted it. It was not supposed to be like that. It was supposed to. John Browning only designed it with this safety right here. The Army told him to put this in here. This thing, I don't like that. I really don't like it, because if you had to grab this thing real quick and you didn't have a good handle on it, it wouldn't fire. You just want to have it with this. You know, that's your safety. Or hammer down. So if you pick it up, you go, hey, you know, same thing, you know. That's pretty quick. It's like flipping off a safety, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, and the other thing is, I have fired this 1911 a lot. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to go with something like that for concealed carry. But I don't want the steel one that's like a brick. And the 45, I don't know, the 9mm, especially if you go to a lighter one, the 9mm is not going to have as much recoil. With a 45 in a commander frame and aluminum, boy, that thing's going to kick. But with the 9mm in the commander frame and the aluminum, it's not going to be that bad of a kick, you know. Like I said, I'm not gonna rule up. I'm not gonna take any really super hot ammo. I'm just using like Remington weight box target rounds, plain ball ammo. I mean, you know, God, man, we ain't going to battle here, for crying out loud. Over and out.